lighting might be a little different. I only have the one lamp burning. I forgot to turn everything else on, but fuck it. Who cares? Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, it's burning. I think Boogie is back on his pity party. We have a few other things. I do have to get to the request from last night. My God! It'll be a beautiful show. It'll be a beautiful show. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My Undertaker will have a great fucking show. It'll be tits. Tits, I say. And if you would like to alleviate and have a part in building tits, then here is the donation link, my friends. My friends, the end. The only thing there is the end. Da 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 da. Yes, I'll be doing your request today. While probably far away. Anyway, here's Boogie2988, and let's see how long it is before he gets into e-begging. All right, go, Boogie.
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet, and that's what you're listening to. It's a 45-minute long podcast that I try to do every week or every couple of weeks, in which I just talk for 45 minutes about a variety of things, mostly video games.
What else do you do for the rest of the week? Outside of nothing. You could be making so much money on Twitch. Just sitting there watching movies. Doing watch parties.
And that's what I'm going to focus on today. So treat this like a podcast. Listen to it while you're playing your video games, while you're enjoying your life out playing Pokemon Go.
The only thing that's giving me energy right now is the fact that I'm doing better in life than you.
Whatever it is you do, just put it on in the background and enjoy. I think that
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it was an actual Jake troll that did it. It was not Underhaven. You know, but yeah, he made it impossible for me to talk because every other yeah.
you will. Before we get into it, I wanted to give a shout out to these guys. It's the folks over at Tentacle Grape. Yeah, they've got this Opie Orange flavored soda that they sent me, and I just...
By the way, yeah, as of right now, all mods are empowered. If somebody keeps saying the same line over and over again, and again, or nearly similar, you have the power to remove them. I will decide if their ban is lifted or not. If you want to ask me beforehand, fine, but I do empower you now to do so.
I had to give it a shot, so let's see if it's any good. Oh, that's not bad at all. I like weird sodas, and I like meme sodas.
It's a soda. They all taste the same. They all taste like fucking cough syrup, my dude. I don't really drink soda, so... yeah, they all taste like fucking cough syrup to me.
So, as long as it tastes good and it's got a funny label, I'm probably going to buy it. I could see this in my local game store for sure. Now, if you want to get some of that Tentacle Grape soda for yourself with that big, juicy flavor like Appa Orange, link is going to be in the description box below to their Kickstarter. Kickstarter starts on March 29th, so if you decide to back it, guess what? You'll be putting $5 into my pocket as well, and I thank you for that. And thanks, guys, for the free soda. So, Gamergate 2.0.
So you shilled a Kickstarter, which may or may not mean anything. I haven't shielded anything yet, but at least if I do, I want it to be an actual company.
Oh, has kicked off. And
like, I would love to show meta PCs, but I just shill them for their free PC.
Pictured here right now is a Verge article. It says the return of Gamergate is smaller and sadder. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think a year from now, this thing will be fully embroiled. And honestly, Gamergate never really left. There's plenty of content creators. Nerdrotic, Yellow Flash, so many others.
They were the anti-Gamergate. The pro-Gamergate side is all dead. The pro-Gamergate side was Anita Sarkeesian, Brianna Wu. Oh, God. Oh, God. She was the bitch that wrote Depression Quest. I know it wasn't Brianna Wu. It was, whoever the fuck it was. That was the original Gamergate, dude.
Who have continued to talk about this topic, which is forced diversity in video games. And I mean, they also talk about forced diversity in just about every format there is. And you see it so much now in Western culture. You don't see it so much in Eastern culture. You know, Asian video games do not have this stuff in it.
Yeah, because Asian video game makers aren't complete pussies, Boogie. Again, you were on a panel with the Anita Sarkeesian. You could have ripped her apart. And you decided to be a nice guy. You decided to be a pussy. If I was on that table at that moment, Anita Sarkeesian would have left that stage in fucking tears. Tears. Because she legally committed fraud. The second that bitch started up with Sargon of Akkad, I would have, if I was on that table like you were, if I was on that panel, oh my God, she would have left in fucking tears. Hell, I probably would have gotten her to jump from the fucking roof of the building. Because she committed legal fraud.
At all, it seems like. But Western-made video games, Western-made media, anything made by Disney.
And by the way, if you want to challenge me on this, go ahead. I have the benefit of hindsight.
All of it is just soaked in forced diversity. And this is the topic that I really want to get into today. And I have really got to gather my thoughts.
Soaked in the blood of diversity. It's soaked in the blood of the non-believers.
Thoughts on it because there's so much. But I think it's going to be the majority of the talk. So I hope you can dig in. I would love to sit around and tell you everything there is to know about the original Gamergate. But I'll give you the shortest.
Okay. It started by that bitch, and I forget her name. She basically sucked dick and slept around for positive reviews of her game Depression Quest. Which, Boogie, you said you suffer from depression. No, I never have. But I gotta think it's a little more complicated than getting a cat and some medication to get over. Again, depression is impossible for me. Because I make, you, Boogie, a good, Boogie 2988, a good meal, I'm on cloud 9. So depression is fucking impossible for me.
This version. You had a group of people who very much did not want to see forced diversity pushed into video games. And I'll go ahead and address right here up front. There were plenty of bad actors there. who were just angry about women coming into the space. And
nobody was angry about women coming into the space. Nobody was pissed off with any of this stupid bullshit. No, it's they wanted to fundamentally change things, and they succeeded. You played Mortal Kombat 9, I assume, Boogie. Look at the way Katana was dressed in that game to the last game. For some reason, Katana's gone from an exhibitionist to more conservative than the nuns of St. Sebastian. Fuck you.
Making video games, yeah, there were definitely bad actors there. But the majority of people did not care about that. What they cared about was forced diversity and the lacking of quality in video games surrounding that forced diversity.
No, they weren't. It was good reviews given for shitty games that she happened to like the dick of the reviewer. That is what Gamergate was. Gamergate 1 was about at the end of the day. Now, I will feign ignorance on Gamergate 2 because I have no idea what the fuck that's about. But Zoe Quinn, that's her name, yeah, she sucked dick for good reviews. And I played her game, Depression Quest, in its entirety. But then again, why the fuck am I surprised Boogie also sides with Zoe Quinn? He's also a crybaby feel bad for me. He's also a crybaby feel bad for me person. Nothing I do is my fault. Oh, God. When are you gonna grow up, Boogie?
And yeah, some of those bad actors turned.
And I guarantee you, I'm probably blocked from him on Twitter or something.
Turned it into a harassment campaign. Like, some harassment definitely took place. If this thing happens again, some harassment will take place again. But the majority of, quote, harassment.
Yeah, here's the thing. Last night I tried to have a discussion with someone, and some smartass in the thing wouldn't let up, so I couldn't do it. What we do, we parted ways like an adult, agreed to set something up at a later date, and we moved on. No, I personally blame Jake for that, but then again, that's just me. I have no concrete proof it was anyone other than some dipshit kid or, well, actually, I hate to say the word kid anymore, because it might be somebody, guy who's 25 who hates me because he has a Bernie Sanders flag and just wants to make sure I can't have a discussion.
End quote, was extremely overblown by the supposed victims, extremely overblown by, traditional video game media to make it seem considerably worse than it actually was. And for the most part, there was two major factions with the original Gamergate. Number one, the way that these game journals were, reporting video games to us was corrupt.
No, there was only one major faction. The way it was reported was bullshit. If you're going to go down the pro-feminist route, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. And you know what? Give me 1 second. Let me hit the lights. Screw it.
I mean, even the way we were doing it on YouTube back then was corrupt. We were getting paid for game reviews. We were getting wined and dined and flown out to play games like Ubisoft used to make Assassin's Creed and stuff. I literally got flown out to San Francisco to play a preview, and then they wanted me to post a review afterwards and wanted to pay me to post a positive review. Of course, we all know, history shows that I said no to that, right? But at the end of the day, that's the industry we were.
Oh, would that have given you an extra fucking value meal at McDonald's? Just one more extra value meal?
We're dealing with. And people wanted that to be fixed. Well, when it comes to gaming journalism, that never got fixed.
No, it didn't. That's what gaming journalism is. For the most part, dead.
They're still just as corrupt and as silly as they have always been. Still so obsessed with getting the clicks, the headlines, the things that get people in to view the ads.
Yeah, no shit, and that's what you're obsessed with too, bitch boy. Otherwise, no one fucking cares about you. Nobody fucking cares. And I guarantee you, you'll pimp your girlfriend out. Like, if I said, well, you know, I have this cooking channel, we could maybe do something together. Even though you're absolutely inept at it, but we do something together. I do that, I guarantee you let the bitch suck my fucking dick. Oh, it might be a pathetically small one, but you'll do it. Anyway, you know what? Everything kind of went wrong on this stream, so this stream never fucking happened. But God, part of me is really wanting to let it stand. God. I can't. But anyway, I'm just gonna have fun the rest of the night. Good night, everyone. If I decide to do a, I might do a Twitch stream, but outside of that, good night, everybody.